Hi folks, today I'm bringing a panel that uses the GS1621B driver to control the LCD. As we have already discussed similar drivers like the TM1621 or SM1621, we only adapt the code for the LCD in question. I'm sharing this panel because it uses RGB LEDs simultaneous with the LCD backlight, which, whether in the individual or combined mode, results in a fun effect. The RGB LEDs are controlled by three NPN transistors that receive the signal at the base through an individual resistor from the three pins of the connector present in the panel. This indicates that the possible combinations of the RGB colors is the responsibility of the radio itself. To bring the LEDs to life, three Arduino pins are used, A0, A1 and A2, to activate the three transistor bases using as RGB in individual mode. Since the panel is powered by plus 5 volts DC, there is a resistor for each transistor collector to regulate the current, which varies in each branch depending on the color used in that branch. Initially, I use the push button on the panel to identify the segments. This requires removing the 18 kiloohms resistor present in the button circuit and replacing it with a 330 ohms resistor, as I wanted to activate the trigger during the fairing mode. However, I believe the button's conditions is not optimal, as despite using a 10 nanofarad capacitor, it's still generating 100 trigger. Therefore, I opted for one external button. As always, we have the data pin, the write pin, and the chip selector pins to control the communication between the panel and the Arduino. Don't forget to establish a GND reference between the panel and the Arduino. Following these steps, our panel is back up and running again. As normal, I create some lines of the code to help with the identification of the segment's numbers. I implement a button with a trigger, and every time I press the button, the segment skips from one to another, and this helps to get the number of the segment, and the number is present in the IDE of the Arduino.